Everything is not at stake. Everything is not at stake. Everything is not at stake. It is March 30th, Sanity Sunday, 3:54 a.m. And I'm in Everyday Radiance and the 365 zodiac inspired prompts for self-care and self-renewal by Heidi Rose Robbins. And yeah, I keep on forgetting what my rising is, and it is Aries. I keep on forgetting. I'm Aries Rising. And so that is the persona I put into the world, and it is ruled by Mars, god of war, and Louisa means warrior, and Parson means priest. And all my life, trying to maintain that balance between the warrior and priest. And it took Bill, my second husband, to give me the name Parson, to bring some peace in my life through prayer and meditation. And so that I'm also a Leo moon, which, oh my goodness. So with Leo moon, um, my fear is judgment or rejection. I struggle with vulnerability. I'm prone to imposter syndrome. Yeah, I am, because as an Aries rising, I'm so intimidating, right? But my Leo moon is, I love to shower those I care about with attention and affection. But with the Aries rising, I'm so competitive. I'm brave, opinionated, and independent. But with my Leo moon, I have this desire to be seen and appreciated for my unique qualities, which, ironically, my unique qualities fall under my Taurus Sun. Um, I'm grounded, sensual, and I'm focused on art, design, and luxury goods. that that's my movie, my music, and my food. So, material comfort and material security, and my desire for stability and pleasure. And my when comparing the story about the tortoise and the hare, I'm the tortoise. I'm all about steady progress, about perseverance. That's a lot to put on a table for anyone who dares to date me. Good grief. I am so sorry. Many have tried. I've loved so hard, and I've had so many frustrated loving me in return. It is kind of confusing. with my birth chart. And this time of year, has always been, because, it's my competitive nature. And then I get into my birth month and I'm just like all about pleasure and then the only publisher that got it right about me probably is Hazelden in their 50th meditation book called Leave No One Behind. Um, Meditation book for um, service members and veterans in recovery. And so I don't know how Hazelden did it. how, how they, first of all, they chose to put my meditation as a wrap up of the month. On a leap year, uh, they chose February 29th, right? And so that's going to it's in Pisces, and I gave birth to a triple Pisces. That's a water sign. But that's just, I don't feel flow of water, but every leap year. And so in the Chinese zodiac, um, this year is the year of the wood snake. 12 years ago, it was the year of the water snake. And boy, I'm Navy, can't swim worth a lick. I can float. And that was the only requirement to be in the Navy, is to be able to tread water. Being year of the dog, born year of the dog, I could tread water for 5 minutes. And then I also was able to pass my swim exam by making my dungarees into a flotation device, jumping off a high dive, grabbing air into my dungarees to make a flotation device. So those are the two things I could do, and I didn't have to swim to be in the Navy. Scary. Especially when on a med cruise, I went across the Atlantic, and I went out on the fantail, and I just saw water all around me. It scared me, so I looked up, and then I saw the stars, and I calmed down. I don't know why I went into the Navy, other than my dad's father, his birth father, was Navy. So it's in my blood. And I was born on an island, the Philippines. It's in my blood to be around water, even though I can't swim a lick. I have a very humble fear of water. It don't make sense how I'm landlocked in a desert in the heart of Texas. Or we call it the big country, right? There's a couple of lakes. I lived by one on a street called Poverty Point where I could see the spillway. And yeah, and I always say I am Jonah. I'm always in the belly of the well, running from um, what a God wants me to do. And I never figured out what that God is. Today, I'm just secure in Mercury and Mars being ruling planets. And I also pray to Artemis, that's Greek mythology, and Diana in Roman, and the Temple of Diana, known in the book of Corinthians in the Bible. So I'm a priestess of Diana, of Artemis. It is really the only way that I can feel grounded in Taurus. So my God concept, I was always competitive with that Aries Rising with those of the Christian faith. And I finally this year just said, I'm pagan. Because I can't make it make any sense to me without my basis in Greek mythology that I read about in the 5th grade. Church of Christ tried to beat it out of me. Baptists have tried to beat it out of me. Latter-day Saints try to beat it out of me. And even Pentecostal. Yeah, but here I am, landlocked. And I struggle with that vulnerability of feeling out of place in a town that's known in a Guinness at one time in the Guinness Book of World Records as having the most churches per capita. Now, when I was clean, it was a little bit different because there was so many different religions, and I felt really, I felt really secure there because there were Wiccans, and I was able to carry rocks in my pocket to stay sober my first 6 months in recovery, believing in those rocks. But I had to bury them before I came back to Abilene. I've struggled, I've struggled with my God concept, but for some reason I never took a drink of it. And I continue to be alcohol free for 19 years as of March 12th of this year. And that is good. That's a lot. So this is just, if you struggle with a God concept, I had to look to the stars. And what provides me a lot of security is I can walk off my front porch, look at the sky right now, and see the Three Kings, which is Orion's belt, right up in the stars. Yeah, right up in the sky. And I feel secure here. But chances are, I don't expect to move in the next 30 days. But as in Watchmen, times they are a changing. I just know wherever I go, I better see Orion's belt. And Sirius. And maybe have some reception for Sirius XM. But other than that, oh my goodness. I had to write it all down on that meditation page, March 30th, because on Monday I will read another year my meditation and leave no one behind, March 31st. I do not read those meditations until the day of or after, just to feel secure and to trust Hazelden for my recovery. Um, and Hazelden also did a meditation for me May 31st in Taurus, July 31st in Leo, August 31st for my dad, that I have a little so close, Virgo, and October 30th, which is in my my match, fixed sign, Scorpio. I don't know how Hazelden did it, but they did. They got me in. They didn't know my birth chart, so there's gotta be, there's definitely gotta be something bigger than me. And I'm just glad I told my story, answering a Facebook ad that Hazelden posted about asking for veterans in recovery to share their story. I replied to it. I gave him a 30-minute interview. Out of that 30 minutes, my ghostwriter wrote 10 meditations and 6 were published. And I tell you, that year, knowing I knew what the meditations are, but I didn't know which ones were going to be. I didn't know the placement. I didn't know anything. But I was so scared about this experience. And in February 2022, I started writing just, to have my side of the story. And I guess in competitiveness. But I did write a lot that year. And I did post them on Facebook. And that's it. This one's going to be a short one, 20 minutes. Clocking down. That's just a little about me for anyone who is even curious about dating me. So I end with that. Peace out.